No, this thing can turn all the way around on us. Yeah, maybe I'll do my final round with a really This is Elliott Earls. He's the director and chief. Peace.
Okay, well, welcome to Run and Gun Live. Okay. This is our first and maybe last show. Soak it in, people. There's the distinct possibility that we may get canceled by the network, if you know what I mean. Right. So we got to make this one count. Hey, shout out to our special guest this evening. Drawdown Books are in the house, right? There you go. Drawdown Books have released more books than I've had existential crises, which are a lot, if you know. As you know, if you've ever been through critique with me. I see we have a lot of artists in the audience this evening, right? That's good that I'm glad that the show time is at 7 p.m. because none of you wake up before 3. Yeah, so privilege. Privilege is a huge issue in art school, right?
We can say that again.
Privilege is a huge issue in art school. Who's privileged? Who's not privileged? Who's a Nepo baby? Who isn't?
Watch it.
Yeah. Well, I'm embarrassed to say, but I'm finally going to come clean on the fact that I am in fact a Nepo baby, and I'm a child of privilege. That's correct. Yeah. My father was a day trader, and my mother was an artist. My father traded his day job to lay on the couch, and my mother was a slip and fall artist. That's right. She did some of her. My mother did some of her best work at the local Kroger in the produce aisle. Yeah. Her most critically acclaimed piece was, "Judge, I swear I didn't see that grapefruit." Rex Reed gave her 4 stars. That's right. Language is a big thing in art school as well. If you've ever been through critique, right? There's an absolute fire hose of language, right? There are times when I'll say something like I'll be looking at a piece and I'll say that's a compelling exploration of the body and liminal space, right? As seen through a post-Nietzschean critique of power. When I'll be thinking, relax, bro, it's just a chair. Etymology is a big one, right? People that have been through critique with me have heard me talk about that it's really interesting to trace the origin of words back through their historical roots. We can trace the roots of the word critique back through its Greek. It shares a common root with the word crisis. So to critique work, you're effectively calling a work into crisis. In my explorations of etymology, I came across tail, right? So with a dog, you've got from the ground up, you've got the foot, then you've got the leg, you've got the butt, and then you've got the tail. So when you trace that back through the Greek, I found out that the tail actually means gas cap. So on a Saturday night when your dog is lighting it up, you might need to just adjust the gas cap. Okay. In environment is another huge issue in art school.
How is that?
Well, it's for very good reason. It's a big concern of mine. I'm concerned about the environment, as we should be. What can we do to save the environment, to help the environment? And as a designer, every time I drive by, every time I drive by graveyards, I think to myself, who came up with this fucked up idea? So 10 people died, and now we're going to rope off 2 acres for now till the end of time. So, as a designer, my two passions, the environment and design, come together in that I have the design proposal to start burying people vertically, to stack them in tubes, 3 feet wide PVC tubes that are drilled into the earth 50 foot deep with a burp valve on top. Stand-up comedy is harder than I'm dying here. No, I'm sweating. Sex is another big one, right? Oh, yeah. Sex is natural. It's a thing everyone does. It's a good thing, right? I think about that every time I'm at the Home Depot and I'm leaving. And there's the hot dog cart, the person working at the hot dog cart, and I think, that's the person to have sex with. Now, I see there are a lot of old people in the audience. This one's for you. I'm at that age, right? You go to the doctor, and inevitably there comes that moment where you take your clothes off, and the doctor says, turn your head and cough. And speaking of hot dogs, I often think to myself, we could streamline this process if they just came in with hot dog tongs and a bun. Thank you. All right, so we have a huge show this evening. We have a couple musical guests this evening. Ian McDonald is in the house, everyone. Thank you.
Coming to you live from Cranbrook Academy of Art, I am Stacy Beerslot.
And I'm Xerox Glasscock reporting for Real Bikini News.
Real Bikini News! Real Bikini News! Real Bikini News!
Real Bikini News. Your trusted source for contemporary art news.
Served with breasts, legs, and thighs. If you don't understand modern art, don't worry. Neither do we! Real Bikini News is
You got it, babe.
the only trusted news source for contemporary art where the only thing that's real is our bikinis.
Stacy, I like your boobs.
Thanks. They're full of air, just like my head. How's your head, Xerox?
Oh, haven't had any complaints so far. Our first news story is coming to you from the print media department. A wine glass was mistaken for a part of an artist's installation and was mentioned multiple times during a critique. We reached out to the artist for comment, and they said, I was drunk when I was installing it. I just forgot it was down there. It's not that deep.
In news, 2 LaCroix cans, thought to be an art piece, were left in the critique rooms as custodians and our academy staff and students did not want to risk throwing someone's art away.
These cans were critiqued 2 times, Stacy. I sat through one of them.
Oh, sorry, that was me, Xerox. In other news, a deceased mole was found in the Triton Ponds. The service will be held at the Cranbrook Church on Sunday at 6 p.m.
A petition has gone out to students and staff across campus trying to gain traction for a competitive traveling karaoke team. Please reach out to any representative with a microphone and PA on campus for more information.
Last Friday, we celebrated the inaugural show of a new pop-up gallery called Flate Space. Unfortunately, the air pump broke shortly after the opening. And all the artists had to blow the tent up with their mouth.
You know what, Stacey? I got something that they can blow. It's known that ancient Romans used images of phalluses as decor and carried them around as symbols of virility. But 2 discoveries this year illuminated just how penis-minded they may have been. In England, ancient Roman graffiti found on Hadrian's wall showed a drawing of a phallus accompanied by the phrase secundinus, the shitter. For real. And in Spain, archaeologists discovered an unusually large phallus carving measuring 18 inches long. I have one question for you, Stacey. Are you a size queen?
It's now time for a segment called Famous Lobsters in Art! Where we'll be listing as many famous lobsters as we can.
Okay, I'll go first. Picasso's cubist eyes.
Are they a Cranbrook grad?
Okay, I have another one. Dolly's lobster telephone.
Are they a Cranbrook grad?
Okay. I think I have one more. Jeff Koons' lobster balloon.
Are they a Cranbrook grad?
I think they might be. And that's all for this week's report of Real Bikini News.
Where the only thing real is our bikinis!
Stacey, maybe you should go home and rest.
I can't go home, Xerox,
Why?
because of the carp.
You know, I thought you said,
My boyfriend's mother is visiting, and Tuesday night she's cooking us a carp. It's a tasty fish. I have nothing against it, but because it's supposedly filled with impurities, she buys it live. And for 3 days, it's been swimming in my bathtub, up and down, and I hate it. I can't stand the sight of it, moving its gills. Now you're standing very close to me, Xerox. I haven't had a bath for 3 days, and I can't go home until the carp is asleep, because if I see it swimming, I'll kill it. Real Bikini News! Real Bikini News! Real Bikini News!
Sounds pretty good so far.
Oh, I've seen that.
scrambled up. We'll give you a puppy feast. Hey! Sometime later after dark or something. My share. Well, I'm hungry. Oh, this is a gold mine. Exposed chicken.
Should we do it in pink font? The first night of bed, when you left crying, Ron made out with 2 girls and put his head in between a cocktail waitress's breasts. Boing.
We say like it's not breasts. So she probably won't even know it's us, hopefully.
Also was grinding with multiple women.
Wait, serious? Damn. Serious? 2, 1.
I'll speak really loud. I'm not sure if the audience knows who Nardwar is or Nerdwar. Yeah. Internet personality who does deep dives on celebrities. Yesterday I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT to do an analysis of our guests, Christopher and Kathleen, and to provide me with a set of questions that I have not looked at yet. And so I'm going to ask you questions that, in the style of Nardwar or Nerdwar, that hopefully have something to do with you. So we'll start off with a quick fire round. What's your favorite design tool that you can't live without? Now, I did not write these. These are straight from ChatGPT.
My perforator.
Your perforator.
Yeah.
Eyes.
Love
Eyes.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen at an art book fair? Watch it.
Nothing's weird at an art book fair because everything is weird. Like there's nothing weird. Jarvis Cocker.
Same answer.
The weirdest thing? I think, yeah. Weird. I mean, the weirder the better.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Favorite book you've published?
Hardcore fanzine.
We did Cleon Peterson.
Oh, nice. There you go. Punk or postmodernism?
Punk.
Yeah, punk.
All right, so let's start with the origins. Drawdown Books has been around since 2012. You've now published over 65 titles. And please feel free to correct anytime ChatGPT is.
Yeah, that is
What was the
correct.
initial spark that made you both think, let's start a publishing house focused on graphic design and art books? Was there a specific moment or project that kicked it all off?
Aren't we supposed to have cue cards? Aren't these answers written for us?
Right.
Where's the jokes? We don't have the jokes.
I think, well, we applied for the New York Art Book Fair and we didn't get in, and then we just kept trying and making stuff, and eventually now we're doing the visual identity for the New York Art Book Fair.
But that's the initial spark?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't like the story though.
Yeah, I don't like the story, but.
Okay, so the story is someone in our town won the lottery, and we were just driving around, and we're like, what would we do if we won the lottery? And Christopher was like, we'd publish our own books, because, we're just putting out books for other people all the time. So we were like, what can we do with what we have, So it was because someone won the lottery in our town. But Christopher doesn't like this story. It's not funny. True.
Did you ever imagine Drawdown would become such a staple at art book fairs around the world, and what was the biggest surprise along the way? That's a question. It is a question.
Yeah. No.
It's really hard. I feel like we should be funny, and we're
No.
not funny. Christopher's actually quite funny. No, we never envisioned it would become what it did. It was like sort of a natural evolution over time. Things just sort of happened and, you know, opportunities come along. The most surprising thing was that we're still doing it this far along.
And you mentioned at lunch that you do
Yeah.
6 to 10 art book fairs a year.
Yes. Yeah. I will say, in addition to thinking we wanted to, like, you know, someone won the lottery, it was because we'd gone to the New York Art Book Fair. We had some friends who were in and were like, this is so cool. We want to be part of this. So we saw a community and we thought, that's a goal for us. We want to be part of this sort of self-organizing community, because really that's what art book fairs are. Oftentimes they're kind of like DIY from the ground up. And everybody who's there is really working hard on their own craft. And it's just especially when you're outside of art school, sometimes having these structures where people can be supportive of each other in a creative endeavor, it just was something that was missing from our practice. And so that was, you know, yeah.
Yeah, we both came from kind of punk backgrounds and in different kind of bands, you know, so being at punk shows and hardcore shows, you'd have a table and you'd be selling merch.
Yeah.
So I think like once you're not in a band anymore, an art book fair is like a nice...
It's like the retirement community.
And the biggest surprise along the way has been what?
Well, COVID was a big surprise. That was like kind of a shock. That really shook the foundations, but also that like we could still have art book fairs online. Like everyone could just pivot and like, you know, people were elastic. I mean, that wasn't a surprise, but just how that just took apart and decentered so many lasting establishments.
Yeah, a lot of book fairs that we went to for a couple of years don't exist anymore, you know, like the Philadelphia Art Book Fair, the Toronto Art Book Fair, things like that. So you sort of thought they'd always be there and then they're not, you know.
Yeah.
But other ones pop up to kind of keep it going, and the community keeps sort of changing and evolving.
Yeah. Christopher, I read, or ChatGPT read about your hardcore fanzine project, which documents the Good and Plenty fanzine from the late 80s and early 90s. That seems like such an intersection of DIY culture, punk aesthetics, and design. How did this project come about, and what was it like revisiting your teenage years through this lens?
Yeah, good question. So it was a great question, Elliott. So yeah, I think I was in like 9th grade in high school, and I was a straight edge kid. No offense to the beard.
Yeah.
And this punk kid in the neighborhood, he was like, "Oh, you should order this fanzine from Chicago. It's called Good and Plenty. This guy Gabe Rodriguez does it." And you had to send 75 cents in the mail, and I got it. Issue number 3 was my first fanzine, and it was just an awesome piece of graphic design. He only had a typewriter and a photocopier, but it had all my favorite bands in it. And then I kept it, and I didn't know I liked graphic design, but I knew I was drawn to this piece of graphic design, and I, made my own zines. I couldn't stick with the zine. I started at one called Foresight, and then I was like, I can do better. And then I started one called Painful Truth. It's like, no, I can do better. And then I did one called X-Men Fanzine, and I was like, I can do better. So I had all these first issues, So now I appreciate when people just stick with something,
Yeah.
You put out that second issue, it's impressive. I couldn't get there. But Kathleen was an archivist. She worked at the Yale's Beinecke Rare Book Museum. So we were kind of like, what if we contact this guy, Gabe? And he sent us the whole box of all of his 7 issues that he released through high school.
It was all the archives with the original paste ups, like all his original notes, people, like the color photos of the things that had been reproduced in black and white. Just like an amazing sort of tactile collection of work.
And this is 30 years after he just published this zine for fun, But what we liked was the ripple effects. Like this was just a little project he did. He'd make 150 copies, but can get into the hands of people it can make an impact on and continue to. And so I think of it as a thing that really turned my head and said, hey, this is graphic design, and you can be a part of it. And I think that's what we wanted to explore, having different graphic designers and people who look at printed artifacts and sort of respond to it. We didn't want to do a project where you're just getting people from that community just like waxing nostalgic about what it was like then, but like get fresh eyes and look back and see what they think of it now.
We really like inviting people who maybe aren't familiar with the subject matter we're writing or doing a book about and getting their take on things. And as we've gone on, we've become much more interested in like collaborative publications where there's lots of voices, lots of perspectives, and then like there's something interesting that happens when all of these sorts of perspectives come together. So Yeah.
It's interesting that you brought up the Beinecke Rare Book Library because that was my next question.
Lucky for
And
me.
your experience working with rare books influence your approach to design and publishing a drawdown?
So I worked at a rare book and manuscript library, and my focus was on the manuscript and archive. So I worked cataloging archival material. So I'm really interested in process and documentation. And the crits today that I was talking to students about, I was always asking, like, are you documenting your work? Are you documenting process? Because I think, oftentimes there's a focus on like the end product, but the process can be so interesting. And really that's what made us interested in like the archive for hardcore fanzine, is like it was the process of putting this together. And Gabe's also like, strategy evolved as he had more resources, and sort of documenting that and like making that more public for people was really important. And so that's also part of my work with archives, is making them accessible to people. And what better way than producing books and publishing than to get things out to people. So this is
They were listening to you when you were asking about whether or not they were documenting their work?
Yeah.
And then one thing to add, Kathleen worked in a building every day where they had the Gutenberg Bible, which is the first, movable type.
Is there a particular book or artifact you had as an archivist that made you fall in love with printed matter? That's the follow-up question.
No way!
We're just
Oh my God!
Point that at the camera.
Yeah, prove it!
Prove it. Hold it.
I can't read.
That's right.
Hold it. A little bit to the right. Okay, we got it.
Oh.
He's right, guys. He's reading. That's all right.
Kathleen was a courier for a Lewis and Clark map.
Yes, it was the only time I've ever flown first class in my life. The map had its own seat in first class, and I sat beside it, and it was handcuffed to me.
No, you didn't.
As we flew across the United States.
For my last question, do you see Drawdown branching out beyond books, perhaps into other forms of media or design?
We have dabbled in DVDs.
There you go.
Not a dead format.
Yeah.
It's not a dead format.
Yeah. We do video work, like not under Drawdown, but we do videos, and like we love installations, exhibitions, pop-ups, like that is part of Drawdown as well. So yeah, we're interested in everything and everyone.
Well, we're looking forward to spending the next 2 days with you. Thank you very much. And our next performer is Cecilia.
Laugh at everything I say. Laugh at everything I say. Yeah. I don't want to break out in rash. Yeah. Am I allowed to go up there? Or is it his time? I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm charging you by the minute here, okay? All right. I'm mic'd up. I need my table though. Yeah, babe. You're so rude. With your tongue? Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. Am I gonna like straddle it? I'm not using my cards. Hold on. I'm not ready. don't know when we start. Okay. Get your cue cards ready. I'm not using my script. It's me, Cecilia. Are we going? Are we live? I really don't know if we're live. We're live? Okay. It's me, Cecilia, the psychic medium. Woo-woo, make some noise! You all are just so lucky to have me here this evening, let me tell you. Make some more noise. We're going to be raising people for the night. Get loud, get loud. Okay. All right, calm it down. Okay, shut up. Okay, listen, this is serious. This is serious as Cecilia here. So, we're not really going to be doing any seances this evening. I'm sorry. We're not going to be raising people from that. Really, it's because of Elliott. You see, me and Elliott, we go way back. I taught him graphic design. Yeah, we go way back too. But so the last time me and Elliott, we did a seance. I don't know, the guy, he got way too excited or something. I don't know if I summoned something from the dead, if I summoned a demon out of him. But the guy, he burst into flames right into this building. He lit half the place on fire. I had to call the fire department. It was a huge mess. Everybody wants to blame me, Celia, the psychic medium. And I just don't do that, so no seances tonight, okay? Okay, just at the end, just a little bit. All right, just a little bit. We're gonna call some people up from the dead, and that's gonna be it. Then it's gonna be done, okay? Okay, so what did I bring for you guys? I'm so sorry. I had a hypoglycemia, so I need to get a little snack. Okay, so I brought my tarot cards for you, and I thought, I'm just going to do a general reading of the room, and not only do I think it's going to be good, I think it's going to be necessary. Because energetically, this place is a fucking mess, okay? Fucking Tracy Beerslett is here in the audience. And that whore, she never called me back the last time I did a reading for her. You still have a tab open, Missy. It's not my fault. You're comically aligned to marry your brother, okay? I just passed the messages on, all right? But, so I brought some tarots for you. Elliott, make sure you control yourself tonight, okay? And let's pick the first card. Oh, God. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't fucking like that card. Okay. All right, next card. All right, let's see. Oh, the lady with 2 bowls of spaghetti. You knows what that means. That don't mean that we're going to Italy. Nah. That means someone's in the audience, you got a bad rash. Yeah, you got a bad rash. And me, Cecilia's, I know a thing or two about bad rashes, yeah. You see, I'm allergic to scented tampons. And I know I said I wouldn't talk about my vaginas this evening, but I think everybody needs to know I'm allergic to scented tampons, so sweethearts, don't use them. The last time I used one, the thing blew up like a hot air balloon. And it was bad. My friends, they started calling me Big Clit Lady. I had to go to the doctor. We had to get a cream for it. And it was a big mess, so don't use the scented tampons, okay? And that's the last time I'm gonna talk about my vagina this evening, maybe. Okay, so, oh my God, what's this I got in here? Oh my God. My husband, he's so funny. He put this picture of me in the tarot deck. It's me back when I was young and I was sexy and we were in Turks and Caicos. Yeah. Am I allowed to say that? I said Turks. Am I allowed to say Turks? Yeah, okay, all right, okay. So I think we got about a minute left, so let me get, I had that hypoglycemia. It was a rice pudding, I made it at home, yeah. Did you make that? Oh, honey, sweetheart, yeah. I got the little plastic container at home, I put it all together. I told you I know graphic design. So, we're gonna do just a little seance I practice. Yeah. Oh God, it really takes me out of it. Elliott, I'm charging you double. But I'm gonna summon someone from the audience this evening. Okay, Tracy Beerslett, this is for you. You fucking whore for never calling me back, and you better pay your damn invoice, okay? And that's all I have for you people this evening. You all were so lucky to have me here tonight. I will be around after the show to sign autographs. I do birthdays, sacred religious events. Yeah, so that's it. I'm done, all right? Good night. I'm done. I memorized it. I can't breathe.
I'm ready. All right, guys. Okay. Woo! All right, so this is how many times can I do the splits and the knife game in 3 minutes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, go. Sing.
I have all my fingers, and I go chop, chop, chop. And in the spaces in between my fingers will go pop. Oh, chop, 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 chop. I'm picking up the speed. If I miss the spaces in between my fingers, they will bleed. Oh, chop. Oh. I have all my fingers, and I go chop, chop, chop. Hit the spaces in between, and my fingers will go pop. Oh, chop, 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 chop. I'm picking up the speed. If I miss the spaces in between my fingers, will they bleed? I have all my fingers, and I go chop, chop, chop. I hit the spaces.
Yeah, clap.
My fingers will go pop. Chop, 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 chop. I'm picking up the speed. If I miss the spaces in between my fingers, they will bleed. I have all my fingers, and I go chop, chop, chop. I hit the spaces in between my fingers. Oh, chop, 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 chop. I'm picking up the speed. If I miss the spaces in between my fingers, they will bleed.
Go. Come on,
I have my fingers, and I go chop, chop, chop. I hit the spaces in between.
How much time do I have?
Oh, chop, 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 chop. I'm picking up the speed. I hit the spaces in between my fingers, they will bleed.
Oh, wait, I want to do a big one. I just say hello. That was exhausting. Dude, we had a... Thank you. Thank you. Do you want it? Do you want audio of me eating? In a similar vein with the countdown, give me 5 minutes.
What's that?
Like, I will do like these little title cards. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, then do 5 minutes. Oh, it's slipping.
Can I get a stool that doesn't have vomit on it? I gotta use this one. That one just got a little vomit on it. I don't care. I need someone, a person to talk to, someone to care, to love. Could it be you? Or could it be you? Situation gets rough and I start to panic. It's not enough, it's just a habit. Hey kid, you're sick. But darling, this is it. Well, you can all just kiss off into the air. On my back, I can see them stare. They hurt me bad, but I won't mind. They hurt me bad, they do it all the time. Yeah, yeah, they do it all the time. Yeah, yeah, do it all the time. 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 They do it all the time. Do it all the time. That was bad. We'll get over it. I hope you know that this will go down on your permanent record. Oh yeah? Well, don't get so distressed. Did I have to mention I'm impressed? I take one, cause you left me, and two for my family, and three for my heartaches, and four for my headaches, and five for my lonely, and six for my sorrow, and seven and tomorrow, and eight, I forget what it was for, but nine for a lost God, and 10 for everything. Well, you can all just kiss off into the air. Behind my back, I can see them stare. Let me bad, but I won't mind. Let me bad, they do it all the time. Yeah, yeah, do it all the time. Yeah, yeah, they do it all the time. Do it all the time. They do it all the time. Do it all the time. They do it all the time. Time. Do it all the time.
I think that's it, everybody. Did I say I was going to do something with, or somebody was doing it? Please hold me hostage.
Okay, I got a knife, but it's like a real knife. Is that matter?
Yeah, it's okay.
Can I smoke a cigarette? I'll do it too.
You can, yeah.
Okay. I'm not fucking.
All right. You got the knife?
Thanks for my life.
Oh, wow, real knife.
No, real knife. You want to get this fucking shit on the road. I'm not fucking dealing with this anymore. You fucking, you want me?
Don't cut me.
Yeah, you fucking I've had enough! Bring in there!
So everybody that performed, come up on stage. Come on, everybody, come on. Come on, everybody. Where's Monty? Monty! Come on. Come on, Monty. Thank you, everybody. Put your hands up. There we go. Hands in the air. was amazing. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Oh, good. It's good. Stop and